Good morning, friends, followers, subscribers, fellow YouTube creators, my army of Trevorites, my army of cultists. Thank you very much for continuing to watch my channel. But if you're watching this video right now and you've not yet subscribed, why not? It's free. Do I believe YouTube will be free forever? I do not honestly believe it will be forever. For those of you out there that are YouTube creators, and for those of you that use YouTube, I need to point this out because, including myself, many people do not pay for a TV license now because we don't watch the BBC, we don't watch live TV, we don't watch all the propaganda. So we decided not to do it. You do not need a TV license to watch Amazon Prime or to watch Netflix. You don't need a TV license to watch both those platforms. Even though it says in the letter they send you, you do not need a TV license to watch YouTube. That is a fact. I had the call the other day. I wanted to confirm all the bits and pieces because people were sending me it. And I thought I'd let you know. Well, it's Monday, the 26th of February. We are nearly going into March, actually. I have some great news. This Friday, timing, just trying to work out the time difference, but the timing is to be confirmed. Definitely Friday, I am doing a live video, live screen with a guest. I am not going to tell you who the guest is because if I was to release who the guest is before Friday, the poor individual would be inundated with, you don't want to be near Trevor. No, you don't want to be near everything he touches. So I'm keeping it under wraps, but you're going to love it. It's I can't say he's the best guest or she's the best guest or they're the best guest. I'm just going to keep it, but it's going to be exciting. I can tell you that now. Right, what else? Well, I've been watching the news this morning, and I will point something out which I find strange. There's a lot of people out there demonstrating up and down the cities of the world. Pro-Palestine, about Hamas. They are forgetting that Hamas is a terrorist organisation. But the one thing I will point out is celebrities are getting involved in it. Now, it's okay ordinary people getting involved and having their say, but when you're a celebrity and you rely on your ego being rubbed by either side of the divide. You rely on public buying your stuff. You rely on the public listening to your records or watching your programs or buying your stuff. You cannot pick a side in anything when you are a celebrity because it results in you probably getting cancelled. Now, Charlotte Church, if I'm honest, I don't really care about Charlotte Church. She's in the media today because she turned up at a pro-Palestinian rally and started singing from the river to the sea. Now, all that has done is that has resulted in her agent under extreme pressure to drop her, which she will be dropped today. So listen, if you are a celebrity, keep it shut. If you are a YouTuber and you don't rely on other people, because people will watch your videos anyway, they'll watch it to see if you're good or you're bad, you can get away with saying things. People need to learn to zip it. If they rely on public support, don't divide the public, because that always goes wrong, doesn't it? Bang, yeah. What else is happening? Well, here's good news. Here's the first bit of good news I've heard coming out of France in a long time. And we did it with Shamaya Begum, the ISIS bride. We did it with her. But in France, an Inman who called the French flag satanic. It's a satanic flag. Guess what? Well, he has had his French residency permit stripped and he's been deported. They've got rid of him. You do not call the French flag satanic. It is the country's flag. Now, if we were to adopt that in the UK, there would be no pro-Palestinian marches and there would be no evilness in our country if everyone loved the flag. There we go. Everyone wants to live under the flag and get the taxpayers and all the benefits, all the funding and all the niceties, but nobody wants to work. It's a shame, but there we go. This morning I'm waking up to find out, well, I heard last night actually, because the leader of UKIP, who is Neil Hamilton at the minute, who's standing down, and there's going to be a new charge for someone to take over that party and revitalise it and to push it forward. So Neil Hamilton is stepping down. He's done his time in politics. He wants to go and retire. He tried to retire last time, but they brought him back to sort of try and fill a stopgap at UKIP. Anyway, I'll get back to what I was saying. The Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, has actually sacked MP Lee Anderson for speaking out and saying, well, I believe that Sadiq Khan in London, I believe he's controlled by Islamists. Look at London, look how it's falling apart. He must be controlled by Islamists. Well, apparently that offended Rishi Sunak, and there was calls to sack him. So Lee Anderson has been sacked. Lee, if you do watch, I would suggest you join the Reform Party under Richard Tice, because they're the new party that's going to take over. You don't need to be in a Tory party. Just my opinion. And I think you've probably already been approached. But there we go. There's loads going on. Now, the one thing that baffles me is how the government honours and awards committee select people. They select people. Who should we investigate? Now, Baroness Michelle Mone, as we know, it's now been proven that she lied. She committed perjury. She's a fraudster. She benefited from a pandemic, which is disgusting. Yet she's still sitting there with her... she's still sitting there as a Baroness in the House of Lords. That should have been stripped a long time ago. The post office boss, though, the old post office boss, has had her CBE taken from her, and she's been removed from the House of Lords. So there we go. Now, lawyers should move in and go, well, how come it's okay to take away hers, but not okay to take away hers? It's a shame. It's quite sad that Baroness Michelle Mone continues to moan about not having enough millions, eh? Maybe next pandemic she can screw us all over again. Or it might be a different lord, a different peer does that. And what else have I got down here? Jamaica. It's not racist to say it that way. That's how people say it. Jamaicans. Well, Jamaica are heading out at the UK, aren't they? Yes. They're seeking... I can't even say this word. Reparations? They want money. That's all it is. We want money. It's a new thing, reparations, but it's basically saying we want money. We would like money because of the time when we were used as slaves, and we want to put together an exhibition in our museum about imperialism, and we don't have the money for it, so we're going to seek reparations from the UK for slavery so we can fund our exhibition. I say bollocks to Jamaica. Bollocks to them. I mean, where do we go? Do you know what? See if there was a reverse on history. If we were to reverse history and white people... Now, I know that white people were slaves in Africa. And the weird thing is, which you don't hear about today, Black Lives Matter never mention this. Slaves in Africa are rounded up by black people and sold across the world by black people. And they're never, ever held to account for it. Isn't it weird? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Still happens today, by the way. You don't really hear much about that, do you? Because it doesn't affect people in America, in the West, you know. It's happening in Africa, yeah. It reminds me, I read a story the other day, actually, about a billionaire in America bought part of the desert. And it's up and live today. Bought part of the desert. He spent millions on it, digging it out, doing like, putting down black stuff, like black, really, really thick plastic in it, filling it up full of water. It was billions and billions of gallons of water, filling it up full of water, planting things. It's now a place where there's thriving greenery and lakes and all. But, you know, to think we've spent trillions and trillions and trillions of pounds sending it to Africa and they haven't done a thing with it. Because the warlords in different countries steal the money. And then they have things like gold AK-47s and gold Rolls Royces. And we just continue to go, let's just turn the blind eye and just keep sending. You never know. Some may filter out to the population. Yeah, but it doesn't, does it? Right. Does anyone know who Justin Welby is? Justin Welby. He is the Archbishop of Canterbury, who goes out there, he dabbles in politics, he tries to hold the government to ransom. He tried to say we should take more refugees, we should take more asylum seekers, we should take more illegal immigrants, we should take more of this and more of that. I don't hear anyone, has anyone ever heard of these people spending a night sleeping in a church? No. Has anyone heard of these people or the church helping out? No. Okay. So people donate money to churches. The richest thing in the world is religion. And I find religion to be a bit like government. You either like it or you don't. It's like Tory or Labour, innit? Religion or no religion. Everyone wants to believe. Everybody has to believe that there's something up there. So when we die, we go to somewhere else. But in reality, who gives a shit what happens when you die? When you're dead, you're dead. That's the bottom line. But the weird thing is the church goes on about helping and helping and helping. If you would like to go this Easter to the Canterbury Cathedral, you can pay £950 to the cathedral, and for that money you get to see inside the cathedral. You get to meet the staff at the church, behind the scenes, what happens, you know, when they drop a Bible, what happens when the candles go out, and you get to see all the workings of the church for £950. Easter special. Get the tickets soon, because you never know, you know. Yeah, because the cathedral's so holy, you know, it won't tell you things unless you pay. So you need to find out what happens, where the candles are made, and, you know, how the books are kept in pristine condition, and who hoovers the church and stuff, you know, and who does his robes. £950, yes, yeah. Just make your check out to Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby. Yep. And for that money, that money all goes to refugees. No, it doesn't. Sorry, so I shouldn't have said that. That money goes to Justin Welby, Archbishop of Canterbury, who'll take 1%. You could pay extra for a meet and greet. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, listen. There is loads in today's paper. I don't want to keep going on about today's paper. There's loads in there. Go and have a look at it. I'll leave links to the description. Links to the descriptions I've just spoke about. Thanks for supporting my channel. Yesterday somebody said that, Trevor, you don't look well. I actually am in the best condition of my life. I'm living my best life, so thank you very much. Yes. I'm excited about Friday. Great guests coming on. Be there. Anyway, listen, have a wonderful day, people. Stay safe. Thank you to those that do continue to support the channel. Yes, and I think, today's Monday, I think by Friday we will have hit 59 million views since I started the channel. I know if you look in the description of the video, it says 7.4 million. Believe it or not, if you hide your videos, you put them on private, the views go down, which is a little bit silly. Anyway, I've restarted the channel, so I'm really, really pleased. Have a wonderful day, people. Stay safe.